Man, they ain't got it like that, man. Hating when we shine, but sleeping when we grind. Make a nigga lose his mind. How you got it like that?
Hey, yo, check it out. It's your boy
Yeah.
100 Shades with another segment of the Why Wait podcast.
Yes, sir, Ski.
And as always, as usual, you know I'm only bringing the best and the most special guests to come and have a seat with us. And if y'all don't know who's sitting in front of you right now, go ahead and let the people know who you are and what you do, man.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's the big LaFlare, aka KyereLaFlare, aka Skirt Nowitzki, or the new nickname, the Big Lebowski. Musician, artist, part-time photographer, creative director when I want to be. Like, shit, do it all. But here on the Huawei podcast, about to kick some shit with my boy 100. Let's get this shit on,
You
man.
already know what's going on. So let me just tell you. So how long ago was it you decided to like stop waiting? So how long you been doing anything you've been doing?
Honestly, I would say like almost 10 years now. Like, I started doing photography in high school, like around 10th grade, and then I fell in love with that, was doing that for like 8+ years, and then I quit. And only because I fell out of love with it. I don't know why. Like, honestly, I felt maybe because around the time it was a whole bunch of new photographers just doing like whack shit. So I'm like, yeah, no, this ain't for me. But I always had like a deeper love for music. Like, I was in the choir when I was a kid, so singing's always been a part of me.
So all right, that's crazy because I was definitely gonna ask you like eventually was music always your first passion, but you definitely just said photography, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so what was going on? I mean, was everything going on, I guess, internally and maybe even at home at the time? Was that influence?
Yeah, my mom was a model for a little bit, so I'd always see her just go out, take pictures with people, and have all these pictures in the house of her. And we'd always have cameras in the house, like from Polaroids to even film cameras. I was about to say DSLRs, but we did have DSLRs in the crib. That's actually how I really started my craft for real. Because my cousin had bought me one for just because he knew I was doing photography that year, and he actually believed in me, so he bought me a camera. And ever since then, I just started being creative.
So, Kyer, where are you from?
I was originally born in Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, New
Jersey. Yeah, my bad. I said that wrong. What's going on, y'all? Cool, interview teams. But I was born in Newark, New Jersey. I moved here in 2001, and then I've been here ever since. I kind of like would go back and forth sometimes just to visit, but I haven't been back in like 4 years.
So to you, what's like the biggest difference between like maybe like a Newark, New Jersey, and like the 757?
I would definitely say the pace.
The pace. Talk about it.
It's more up tempo out there. Like, it's more fast paced. Like, it's kind of like New York if you ever been. Like,
definitely.
So you know how they say all New Yorkers walk fast, and like you got to keep up out there. I went up there like last year with a couple friends from here and one friend from Minnesota. My friend from Minnesota was having a hard time keeping up because it's fast paced. Me, on the other hand, I feel like I'm blending in with the environment. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to be here on some crazy shit. But I keep forgetting I'm from New Jersey. Like, the exact, like, not exact, but kind of. See, when you put this shit out, niggas gonna be mad.
No, not necessarily. I'm gonna back you here. Look,
Newark and
because
New York niggas hate Newark niggas because they act like they're from New Jersey. But it's just like it's so similar. Like, it's just so similar. But I just see it as like sister cities type shit. But that's just me.
That's just you. That's it. So I mean, hey, this interview is all about you. So let's just keep it on you, right?
Amen.
So we understand photography was like something early on in 10th grade in high school. So let's just even take it back to the first day you decided to, I guess, become an artist. Do you remember the first day? That day you decided?
Yeah.
So let's
I
talk about that
think it
day.
was my man DJ Wife, excuse me. He had been pressuring me to like get a studio set up. And for a while I was just bullshitting because I don't know. I just wasn't taking the rapping thing seriously. But then one day I was just tired of this nigga like blowing my phone up like buy a setup, buy a setup, buy a setup. So I just bought the setup. So we set it up in his garage and he had recorded my first track on some funny shit. And boy, when I tell you that was the funniest shit ever, cause like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I wanted to like really rap or like sing. Cause I knew I had history with like singing and shit, so I tried singing. After niggas hit record to stop the shit, everybody bust out laughing. Like, on God, bro. Just because I sounded so fucking bad. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know what I was trying. Like, but ever since then, I kind of like embraced the fun about it. Like, just the unpredictability. Like, how you can go into any session and like make any type of vibe or any type of song or depending on how you feel that day. Like, that shit was the main thing that like really drove me. Like,
Maintain that vibe. So I understand you mentioned DJ Wibe, correct? As like influences to your music choice. Was there anybody else, maybe personally, that was probably an influence to make you do music?
oh shit, Doski from the pack. Fucking my man Rod, because we were listening to like a whole bunch of like Travis Scott, Migos, and shit like that back in the day, and like was going crazy on that shit. Like, shit, even Rich Homie Quan, like,
But that's on time though. Rich Homie is that's on
bro,
time.
Rich Homie is still that nigga, bro. Like, I hate it, not even hate to say it. Rich Homie is still that nigga. Like, stop sleeping. Like, he's still him.
So I see like maybe you had like other external factors as to why you was doing the you know what I'm saying, music. Has those interests like evolved and have grown to something more?
Yeah,
So now I guess
I would definitely say that.
so now what is the reasons you do music or continue to yeah?
I kind of realized like I started doing music for real to be heard because I never felt like I was heard. And then like, well, now I kind of just do it to like, not even, because it really is the one thing keeping me going. If I'm keeping a band with you, like, if I'm not,
Relatable.
if I'm not creating or like making money somehow, like, I'm not happy. Like, I'm not satisfied. Like, I don't really care about the. I mean, I do want like the fucking. I want to be rich off the shit. I do want to like be comfortable off the music. Like, I don't care about being famous. Like, I'm low key as hell. Really just making the people who believe in me proud and like showing my mom I can actually do this shit. Like, cause she never really, not to say she never really believed in me, but she like always you know how your parents will say you always got to have a plan B.
Facts.
And that she just never really believed in my plan A. But I just want to show her plan A actually can work, even though I got plan B and C lined up. Like, that's really what I think I do it for, honestly.
Do you think you'll be able to? You think you'll be able to like continue to go, even once you reach that prove it, I told you so moment?
Off of that, no. I mean, actually, yes. Because I can't just hold on to that forever. Like, yeah, I'm going to reach that point and then I'm going to have to just find a new inspiration. And not even new inspiration, just like...
So, as far as inspirations, let's talk about how many songs and projects do you have, by the way?
In total?
Yeah,
Like
you know,
released or unreleased?
all right, so let's give them the release number, right?
Released, I only have like 2 projects out, which are Late Night Kai and my EP 27. Unreleased, I literally have like 3 albums that were supposed to come out. But this 3rd album is coming out. It's not even an album, it's a mixtape. Like, just on the like. And this 3rd album is something I made over the course of like this past year, like 21, 22, 2021, 2022, excuse me. And this is the first time I can actually like, I actually have confidence in one of these projects. Like, cause it's different when you put out an EP and a whole mixtape. Cause like, yeah.
Talk about the difference.
I feel like anybody could put out 3 songs, especially if they're like all different vibes or just like some quick shit you made in a couple days or however your work time is. But I look at mixtapes differently just because of like the era I also came up in. Like, bro, I was one of them niggas staying up till 1 a.m. to get the new Mac Miller mixtape on Dat Piff.
The site was crashing at 12, so you was
on
like,
God,
get
bro.
back in, right?
On God, bro. Like, I need to get this fucking tape. Like, I'm not going to sleep until I hear at least like 7 or 8 tracks, and then I'm gonna listen to the rest when I wake up on the walk to school. Like, straight like that. Like, and plus, if you think about it, a lot of those artists back then put so much effort and like love into those projects. Cause you never know. That mixtape could probably get nominated for a fucking Grammy. Like, and trust me, we still have a lot of Grammy nominated worthy mixtapes that can still make it, but I don't know. I just want to bring that feeling back, like, because anybody can really like even make a mixtape now. It's just a whole mix of songs.
Even within yourself, how much time do you expend on your craft?
My folks always told me, if you're gonna do something, make sure you do it to 110%. Right now, I'm at 150. Like, doing all the like behind the scenes business and editing, and not really all the editing, but shout out to OG Films. But just making sure my hand is in everything. That way I know what's going on. Like, and I know what I can do next. Or plan accordingly for the next move. But pretty much that.
Nah, that's what's up. So even then, so even coordinating your next move. I mean, even previously, I was going to ask you, how do you, I guess, just pick out the name of your mixtape titles or your project titles? Like, there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. That is.
So, because I'm looking at, you want to talk about Free Rio and 27 and maybe Rainy Days and stuff like How Does It Feel?
Oh yeah. How does it feel? Came about just because I've always been a big Craig David fan, and that's a Craig David sample, by the way. I think it's I can't remember the song title. I'll figure it out later. Whole time. But I was just in love with that part of the sample. Rainy Days. I always had a love for rain. Like even the rainy days we have out here in Norfolk, they're calm, they're peaceful for me. Like I could sit in the house, smoke a J, and just relax to the rain. Like that's calming for me. 27 came about just because I wanted to release something for my birthday. I like
Oh, wait,
I literally
so when's your birthday?
June 29th.
All right, so to everybody watching, do with that information as you will. That's
Hey
dope.
man.
That's dope. Yeah.
Hey, I like money. Let's keep it a band. I like money. I'm not putting my cash app up, but you can definitely hand me some cash on the 29th of June, baby. I like that.
So, what do you feel like? All right, so let's talk about what do you feel like you're personally handing out as far as your catalog of music, right? How would you personally describe your own sound?
It's funny because I've been working on this shit. I would say like a melodic, quiet storm. Because I've always been in love with like quiet storm radio, and like this next phase I'm in, it's definitely leaning way more into that, and it's gonna I think it's gonna sound way different from anything coming out of here. Just to not even on a flex, just like
Nah, pop your shit then.
I mean, I just feel like it's different, man.
So even outside of being different, so then okay, let's break down from here, right? So what do you think it is actually special about being an artist from here?
I feel like you get the what I think a lot of niggas don't understand. Virginia is like one really big melting pot because you get all these different cultures within this small area, and you get exposed to it like at an early age, especially if you're from here. Like I went to Granby, so I was exposed to so many different like people, different cultures and shit that I didn't have any idea about. Like I felt like that was helpful for me because it gave me a wider view on the world, especially like what's going on like in different places and shit. Because trust me, nothing's the same everywhere, but like everything has like similar bits.
So even in a melting pot with some similarities in between, right? How does LaFlare? You know what I'm saying? How you cut in between the cloth and what makes you unique and stand out between all the noise?
Shit, man, the sound and the swag. Let's keep it a band. The sound and the swag.
The swag, you
Man.
gotta have that, right?
Oh God.
So even within, while we're still on the topic of the 7-5, like or Virginia within itself, what is, I guess, your overall perspective on or opinion on the
7-5.
you know what I'm saying, the musical culture and the landscape here?
At first, it was being gatekept, cause I don't know. It was just a whole bunch of niggas who were just not trying to fuck with nobody, or like if they're on, they're on. They're not coming back, or they're not showing love or nothing. Like, but now, I would definitely say it's it's opening up. It's opening up a lot, especially if you know the right people. Like, and that's the thing too. A lot of like we were talking about earlier, um, a lot of people love to be antisocial and just go off the fact, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this music out. People are gonna love me for that. Not even love me for that. Just hear the sound and already fuck with what I'm doing. But you have to show your face too. You have to put a face behind to the music. Like you can't just sit in the house 24/7. Shit, that's something I even struggle with for a little bit because I felt like I was bigger than popping out. Nobody's bigger than popping out. Nobody's bigger than like doing that shit.
Talk about it.
Because in order for us, like, in order for one to make it, we all have to push each other. Like, and that's what it feels like right now. No bullshit. Especially the energy within the 7-5 music scene, for real, for real. Like, for real.
So, all right. So outside, I guess. See, I definitely concur. I definitely feel like one of the biggest problems is like it's not enough people willing to be a part of something bigger than themselves, right? You have to, like you said, we have to look at it as it's all of us. What are maybe some other solutions you maybe have to expand the you know what I'm saying, the culture and the music scene here?
Honestly, I can't say I have any ideas at the moment, but I think the main thing would just really try to bring, like, honestly, actually, I'm tripping. One thing I've realized, like, a lot of these relationships or bonds that I've formed with people, they've been in like these creative hubs, and like creative hubs like the space station, shit.
Shout out
even
Space
like
Station.
nah, shout out the space station for real. Nutri-Green, get your goods for real. Excuse me. But nah, these creative hubs are like super important because they build camaraderie, memories, and this, that, and the fourth. Like, bro, Thank You was important. Slow Dive was important. Space Station is important. Like, shit. If you know, you know. If you've been through Colt's house, Colt Cupid's crib, and you're an artist in this area, you already fucking know it. Like, bro, it was so many motherfuckers flooding through that crib.
So that was a gem. If you didn't know, you might want to go figure it out.
Hey man, don't figure it out now. That's dead. That is dead, especially for all you new niggas. I hate to be that guy, but you know, let's be honest with each other, gang. Let's be honest. But
These here for, right?
Honestly, but yeah, these creative hubs are very important. Like down the line when we're already like down the line when everybody's more established or settled into what they're doing, we're definitely going to talk about these spaces.
For sure.
Like without a doubt.
Have some memories made here. So I guess you would say like maybe a probable solution is to create more of these opportunities to where we can, you know what I'm saying? We get how it can be around here, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But even outside of the city, like even personally, right? You know what I'm saying? We have to improve ourselves, correct? So let's be human for a second, and let's even to tell the people, even this establishing the game, this much experience, what areas do you still feel like you have to personally or creatively, businessly have to improve?
Shit. Just trying to understand the locals. Like actually understanding the locals, getting to know the locals, like, cause with everything that's happened this past year, as far as like gun violence, including like the shooting that involved my sister, Sierra Monet Jenkins. Rest in peace. It has truly like sometimes I can't even put words to it. It's just yeah, I just can't even put words to that one.
Nah,
Excuse me, my bad.
nah, definitely understood. Um, what even events like that and having like being that connected with like the city, how does that? Do you allow that to reflect in your music?
Um, yes and no.
Do you try to like within yourself? Do you allow yourself to be, I guess, creatively vulnerable and tell the people who you really are, or do you kind of just give them?
I'll say I've been working on being more vulnerable. Vulnerable. Um, this new project coming out, I'm way more vulnerable than I ever been before. Not like venting vulnerable, but like actually telling you what's really going on within my head. Cause like, I mean,
Is there any reason you refrain from like venting in the song? Like you understand that's like kind of like we say that's the studio for there, but we try to go there and sometimes forget what's going on, right?
mhm.
So what about you? Why don't you allow yourself to kind of like vent on the microphone?
I do. I have songs where I'm kind of venting, but I don't even like to put those out because it's like I haven't mastered the art of being discreet. Not even discreet, just like subtle. Subtle. Um, and I feel like that matters. Like that's also like
Yo, but on the flip side,
I don't want to be Drake and just be like I feel like Courtney on Peachtree was the one to complete me. Like I'm not trying to drop names, but
I think on the flip side, you being bluntly honest is why people fuck with you, right?
yeah.
So of course you can't be. You're not. We wouldn't expect you to. So tell it like it is, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they gonna hear it like it is.
They gonna hear it. So
They gonna hear it like it is.
so outside of like being, you know what I'm saying, being more vulnerable, and obviously now you have to wait on something, and this is a Why Wait podcast, so of course we're gonna ask you why do you wait? What do you often find yourself procrastinating? For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
lie.
100%. Like let's be real.
Yeah.
Like this is why you gotta feed this content every day. You need that motivation to stop waiting and get up and do it. So, what are some thoughts that kind of come to your head that can trigger you to stop procrastinating?
What the fuck are you doing right now? Like, if I'm just sitting down not doing shit, I'll literally have the thought like, yeah, what are you doing? Get up. Go do something. Like, and go do something could either be like go for a hike and take pictures, or just go kick it with the homies and like converse, smoke, congregate. Um, Big kick. He kicked that shit like he was John Jones.
I'm popping that out, but we.
Hey man, I had to get that cough out anyways. I was holding that shit. I'm like, ugh.
No, you good. You good. So, all right. So, man, what are some things you like? Once again, you think about to like, I guess, delay, stop, defeat procrastination.
Knowing that if I wasn't procrastinating right now, I'd be where I want to be. Like, if I stopped the bullshit I'm on, I'd be exactly where I want to be. Like, Oh my God.
You do. That's powerful. No, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not your ideas. It's not who you are as a person. It's the actions you take that place you exactly where you at.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely. So, let me ask you this: even with this much experience, right? Because this is why we podcast, and we definitely gotta educate somebody. So,
Each one teach one.
each one teach one. So you made it this far. I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You made it. We're gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? What would be your A to Z blueprint on how to be a rapper 2023? Somebody said, "Yo, I'm inspired. I want to do this. I want to be like me, but like him."
On some real shit. When I started rapping, I told my homeboy I wanted to rap. He was like, "Okay, do it. Like, don't talk about the shit. Do it. Like, whatever you think of, whatever idea you come up with, think about it, make a plan, and execute however you see fit, or however long it takes. Like, sometimes shit can take like up to 5 to 10 years in order for you to be successful. But once you understand that, accept the grind and like fall in love with it, you're there. Not even there, just you'll get there. You just gotta stay focused. Cause I mean shit, life has tons of fucking distractions. We get distracted every day. Shit. People say they're busy when they're not even busy. But as long as you stay focused, stay dedicated, make an audio Mac. Fuck SoundCloud. Like, SoundCloud's not gonna get you paid. And SoundCloud's like, if you got the Instagram followers or Twitter followers for that, it can go. The audio Mac can really help you build a real fan base because it's a real community up there. But
Real Jim, go get your audio Mac if you ain't heard it.
hey, Audio Mac, sponsor me. But yeah, that's what I would think my A to Z would be. Like,
Make a plan and get you an audio Mac. That's
make
the
a
plan.
plan, get you an audio
Look,
Mac.
keep
man.
it simple.
And a distro kid, man.
Ooh, okay. So,
And what is that shit called?
in what order? What order should I do that? So,
I would say get your first get your fucking publishing, right? What is it? I keep forgetting because I literally did that shit years ago and I forgot about it. Yeah, cut this out. But honestly, make a plan, execute, make an audio Mac. Believe in yourself.
that's not more order. You should have believed in yourself from this jump. You know what
Oh
I'm
God.
saying? So, alright. So I can't really ask this question without answering it, right? So, I realized my life lesson thus far is you don't have to wait for something to happen to make your move. So you, thus far, with everything you done experienced, you know what I'm saying, with everything you learned, what would you, if you had to encapsulate it, what would you think your life lesson would be?
Honestly, I would probably echo the same statement. Because you don't have to wait for something to happen in order for you to get your shit together. That's all about your mindset and what you want to do. Like, I think we fantasize, the fact that pain can take us to another level. Like, and I get it. We get inspired sometimes off of pain, but I don't think we should just like make that our go-to or just wait for some tragic shit to happen just to get shit in gear. You should already be on that shit, especially if you say you want to do it. But there's a difference between saying and doing something.
So that's it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. You know what I'm
God.
saying? Be about it.
Oh God, that
If we ain't
Nutrient
gonna
killing
talk
my
about it, be about
chest.
it. Even though we gotta still talk about it, what would you tell somebody else who might aspire to be like up and coming, whatever it is they want to do?
Be ready to sacrifice. Be ready to sacrifice friendships, relationships with loved significant others or even family. Just be ready. That's really it. Just be ready. Be
Number one motto: you gotta be ready, so you ain't gotta get ready.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Hey man, I want to just let you know this has been a very pleasurable conversation I've had with you.
Hey man, I appreciate you even inviting me here, bro. No bullshit.
Sure.
This has been an honor. This has been a shit. I've been having fun, no cap. About to finish out this little Jamie.
Yo, so once again, go ahead and let people know who you are, where they can find you, and what you got going on, what you got coming up.
Yes, sir. KyereLaFlare. You can get at me on the gram at KyereLaFlare. KyereLaFlare.
Bro can't spell his own name.
There your blooper. There go your blooper, man. God damn it. I knew I had that shit too.
He had one.
Fuck. But nah. You can get at me at KyereLaFlare on the gram and Twitter. Follow nowave.vintage and nowave.world. Whole lot of swag up there. Get at us too. Fucking tag team champs on the way. I got a real special single coming soon for y'all too. Just tap in. Yes, sirski. And shout out my man Hunted for having me on Why Not, man. You know?
My boy's too cool. And you already know it's a motherfucking rap. It's been another episode of the White Wave Podcast, and we out.
Cheers, motherfucker.